Sometimes it feels like we have an infinite supply of time, because the gap between when we're doing something and then when something comes to fruition, we tend to get attached to one day or tomorrow. And as you know, or you're aware, we always hear this, all we have is the present moment. But to ground this in more contextual reality, I had a coworker who would always seem to get into car accidents, right? It was like every other month we'd get an email to the call out email saying, hey, got a fender bender, here's a picture, his car would get all beat up. And this happened like a few times until most recently, about a month ago, we stopped seeing him come in. Like, I just didn't hear from him. And it was weird because while he would call out or be late a lot, we'd always hear something, and we didn't hear from him until we found out he got into a car accident and ended up in a coma. So I don't know where he is now. I don't know if he's okay, if he's conscious, if he's even alive. I don't know. And so this is why it's so important to, one, do your best to be mindful of the actions you take in keeping yourself and others safe, but also realize that we're only here for a limited amount of time. This video right now will outlast me and will outlast you watching this. It'll exist on the internet for likely all of eternity. And even then, we'll get lost in the shuffle and the, you could say, the digital sands of time. Every major monumental figure in history, regardless of how popular or important they've been, how impactful, are dead and gone, right? Think of anybody right now, they're gone. And so one thing I carry on me, which I often admittedly forget to look at, is this coin, Memento Mori. It says, remember death. And on the back, it says you could leave life right now. This is from Daily Stoic. This is not a promotion or an affiliate, but I got this maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. And it's really interesting because I've lost it quite a few times or misplaced it, and it's always come back to me somehow. In fact, one time I was on a PA job, running errands for some production company on the Food Network, and when I came back, I handed came back from some run. I handed my boss the change that she had given me, and I lost the coin. Come to find out, I actually had handed it to her with the rest of the coins, and she was like really disturbed. She thought it was so ominous for me to hand her this coin, and I get that it could be kind of left field. And while some people think it's depressing to think about, it is reality to think about. And so it's important to have this dichotomy of belief. On one hand, on one side of the coin, you have this urgency. Like, I don't have time. Because every single second, a little grain of sand is added to your hourglass. And that should propel you forward to taking action. While at the same time, remind yourself, I only have now. I have more than enough time. And be impatient with the process, because there have been times when I've had so much urgency, it's then created so much anxiety. And while it's pushed me, I've often ended up in a worse emotional state as a result. So it's really the harmony of the two sides, and knowing which side of the coin to look at, and realizing that yes, you do have time, but also you don't have forever. And so I just wanted to come on, make this video as a reminder to really take this time to do the things you always wanted to do, to tell the people you love, admire, that you love and admire them, that you want to spend time with them, that you are grateful for them. Because we're often stuck in this comfort where we wake up every day, we do the same thing every day, and it becomes what we think is like a secure path to do. We create these systems to give ourselves a false sense of security when really nothing is secure. No job is secure. No relationship, while we do our best to maintain them and strengthen them, not all relationships will last forever. And so this is just a reminder, take things as they come and realize you don't have forever. Do what you want, do